Hi, welcome to Polyphonic Press. I'm Jeremy Boyd.
I'm John Van Dyke.
And today we're going to be talking about YouTube not being very fair to independent musicians. Here we go. Alright, so YouTube is starting a music streaming service. Basically, they're negotiating right now with different record companies, but it seems like they're being really unfair to the independent labels. I guess the problem, what they're doing is they're negotiating with the major labels, but they're sort of saying to the independent labels, you have to either sign the contract or don't sign it at all. And you know, it's a really strange thing to do, because it's, you know, the independent, like the major labels sort of rule the music industry, but the independent labels, there are more independent labels than there are major labels.
No
so
kidding.
The majority of musicians in the world are on an independent label
These days now, certainly.
Yeah.
They've obviously, I mean, if you're watching this video, you already know this.
Yeah.
But yes, the independent label scene has become mighty have in the past 10 years.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. I mean, it always has been, but I guess because of the internet and people are have more access to different types of music, that they're more open to you know, the independent music. And but YouTube is look, we obviously love YouTube, that's why we're on YouTube. I mean, but
Yeah.
I'm going to call bullshit when I see bullshit, and it seems like they don't understand the power that independent music actually has, which is sort of unfortunate, because yeah, maybe major labels bring in more money per artist, but I think independent music brings in more money overall.
I actually don't know how it measures out. I really don't. A lot of independent stuff is sort of, well, I guess some of it has some pretty wide appeal or whatever, but I don't know. The major label stuff just got a lot of, it's got a lot of stuff behind it. So
Yeah, they've got a lot of marketers.
I really don't know what the percentages are when it comes out to that. But
Yeah.
it doesn't really matter anyway. I mean,
yeah, the like, if YouTube is saying to these independent labels, you can either sign this contract that we have in front of you right now, or we won't be featuring your music on our streaming service. That's unfortunately, that's a move that a big company, a typical move that a big company would make, to screw the little guy.
yes, and to be fair, we have no idea what is in this contract.
That's right. They haven't revealed any details of the contract, but
obviously, something's in it that's making indie labels very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
If they're going to be this.
If it was a
upset
fair
about it.
contract, they wouldn't be making a stink about it like they are. You know, it's just an unfortunate thing that a company that we actually like is doing this sort of thing, and you know, it's probably not the. You know, I don't know how a streaming service that's provided by YouTube is going to work when there seems to be, every company has tried to make a music streaming service and it failed on it. Twitter tried it, even Google has tried it, and I don't know anyone who uses it.
Google has only really failed in two places, and I think one was Google Plus.
And whatever their streaming service was.
Yeah.
There are hundreds of streaming services. There's Rdio, Pandora, but the one that I think
a lot of them don't make it up here north of the 49th parallel, but
yeah, the one that I think seems to be the most popular is Spotify. And so And they do cater to independent music. They do feature musicians on
But I
independent
don't think
labels.
they make it up over the border.
No, because it's different copyright laws. But
You need to work on that, though, because
but-
us Canuckians would really like access to this, I think.
yeah.
So.
For YouTube to compete with Spotify, I don't think they would be able to. And so now that you can't get all the music that you would like because of this stupid contract, they're putting hundreds of thousands of people potentially who aren't going to use their service because they like independent music and they want to hear their favorite band, but they can't get it on YouTube.
Yeah.
So they don't realize what they're actually doing. By not making it fair to the independent labels, they're actually hurting themselves in the long run.
Indeed, yes, they are.
So
I know there's a lot of my favorite musicians, rock and roll or anything, they're independent.
Yeah.
Strictly independent because they've got a music vision and they don't want it. And they figured if they do it independent and they don't have somebody else breathing down their neck telling them how things should be done, then it stays pure to their form.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
I mean,
exactly.
that's the core of the whole thing, and to deny access to this stuff, it's just putting. Oh, I don't know how to describe it exactly, but it's just putting down those who really have an honest vision and
Yeah. Let us know in the comments what you guys think. Do you think that this is fair to independent musicians, that they're not able to negotiate the contract? Or do you think this is unfair like we do? Let us know in the comments what you guys think. You can check us out on Twitter and Facebook. Follow John on Twitter at Funky Dutch, as well as the website, polyphonicpress.com. You can support us on Patreon. All those links are in the description. And that's about it. Take it easy.